My check, family. I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. I'm Mr. Batch, and I'm here with my NFL Week 15 picks of the 2013 season. We have 9 home dogs. It's the last week for a Thursday night game. 3 teams have playoff spots: Denver, Seattle, and the Colts. And as you know, we're coming down to the last couple of weeks, and this is going to be the knockout weeks. These set of weeks are going to determine who is going to the playoffs. So, Mr. Batch continues. All right, Thursday, AFC West tilt between the number 3 and the number 1 team. Broncos 11-2, Chargers 6-7. I've got the Broncos. I got a feeling that they might wrap up the entire home field advantage for the AFC, but that's to be seen. That's why they play the games. Okay, the Sunday contest, and we're going to start with these as follows. Seahawks, who have clinched a playoff spot, are on the road, a 5th game of the season, to MetLife Stadium to take on the 3rd place 5-8 Giants. I've got the Giants playing for pride and trying to spoil any teams that are coming through to try and enhance their standings in the playoffs. Then we've got Panthers 9-4, second slot in the NFC South against the Jets. 3rd slot at 6-7 in the AFC East. Panthers had a chance to let the whole entire league know that they were for real, but they took a loss last week to the Saints, and I've got the Panthers over the Jets. Then we have Falcons at home against the Redskins. Falcons have been a disappointment for me, sitting at 3-10 in the 4th spot in the NFC South. And the Redskins, who were penciled in to do great things, but now they have shut down RG3, and they're 3-10. I've got the Falcons over the Redskins. All right, the 9-4 49ers, who've been coming on as of late like gangbusters in the last several games, are taking on the Bucks, who are 4-9 and sitting in the 3rd slot in the NFC South. And I got a feeling with a record like that, Greg Schiano's job is still saved, but that's left to be seen at the end of the season. I've got the 49ers over the Bucks. Cardinals, Titans. Now the Cardinals are 8-5 and sitting in the 3rd slot in the NFC West, and the Titans are 5-8, sitting in the 2nd slot for the AFC South. Now the Titans have no chance of making it into the playoffs, and the Cardinals need this game in order to enhance their chance in order to get a wild card spot, which I doubt, and I think that they'll miss. But they're going to play the game anyway. I've got the Cardinals over the Titans. Saints, Rams. All right, the Saints sitting atop the NFC South at 10-3, and the Rams in the NFC West are sitting at the bottom at 5-8. Do the Rams have enough to upset the apple cart of the Saints? I doubt it. I've got the Saints over the Rams. Browns, Bears. Now the Browns are 4-9, sitting in the 4th slot in the AFC North, and the Bears are in the 2nd slot in the NFC North. And Jay Cutler might not be playing for the rest of the season, and he might not be in a Bear uniform come next year. But with that being said, I'm taking the Browns because the Browns have been messing me up this entire year. Browns over the Bears. Colts, Texans. Yes, the Colts have clinched a division in the AFC South, sitting at 8-5 in the number 1 slot. And now they're taking on the Texans, sitting in the 4th slot in the AFC South, and it's 2-11. And what I tell you about Kubiak? I'm looking at an upset here. I'm taking the Texans over the Colts. Bills, Jags. Both teams are 4-9. Jags have been surprising me. And what is Mr. Batch going to do? Well, Mr. Batch is going to do this. Alrighty then. I'm taking the Jags in an upset. Yes, these two teams ain't playing for nothing but pride, and the Jags are at home. All right, Mr. Batch continues. Patriots Dolphins in the AFC East tilt. 1 versus 2. Patriots at 10-3. Dolphins at 7-6. The way Brady is rolling, Gronk is out for the rest of the year. They was playing without him to start the year, and they'll be able to continue to play without Gronkowski. I've got the Patriots over the Dolphins. Eagles, Vikings. Eagles are sitting atop the NFC East at 8-5, and you've got the cellar-dwelling NFC North 3-9 Vikings. Playing for pride, playing at home, and they can play a spoiler to several teams that they're going to match up with closing out this season. And I've got the Vikings in an upset. Chiefs, Raiders, an AFC West tilt. Now, the Chiefs need to keep the pressure on and keep winning games, and they've got a perfect patsy for that in the Raiders. I think that they've impacted in for the rest of the season. I've got the Chiefs over the Raiders. All right. Cowboys, Packers. Cowboys sitting in the second slot at 7-6 in the NFC East against the NFC North 6-6 Packers, who are trying to claw their way into a playoff spot. But normally in December, the Cowboys take a nosedive and they begin their December soon, which we've already seen. They've already lost this last game, and I say they lose another. I got the Packers. Bengals, Steelers. To me, that's my game of the week. That's going to be a slobber-knocking game. And now the Bengals are sitting atop the AFC North with a 9-4 record, and they're playing their division rival, who are sitting in the third slot at 5-8. And as you know, their playoffs is gone. The Steelers is gone. They would want to play spoiler, but I don't think it's going to happen. I got the Bengals. And the Monday night game, Lions, Ravens. Now the Lions have stubbed their toe. They were leading, and they are leading the NFC North with a 7-6 record. And the Ravens are fighting for a slot to get into the tournament. But I've got the Lions at home. So that's my picks for the week 15. This is Mr. Batch. I'm out of here like I stole something. Peace.